Alright, I got a HiQ 10 right here that I'm going to rebuild real quick. I got the surround off of it first thing. Second thing, I'm going to cut this heat shrink so that we can get these tabs off of here. Alright, so in order to get the terminals off, I'm going to go ahead and just cut this around. 7mm socket and a drill. Keep these pieces together and take notice which way these tabs are facing. Alright, now I'm at my little soldering table. Next thing I'm going to do is remove these tabs. That's done. We can push this to the side for a second. Get your rebuild kit. Take your heat shrink. Put them on there. Take some needle nose. Pinch the tips of these wires. Alright, our heat shrinks down there. Take this little thing and just kind of finagle it back in there. Choke up a little bit. This is catching the camera. There, I got it on. Inch of this. Alright, cool. So everything's facing the same way. All that. Now we're going back to the solder. And I got the shim in here, so voice goes not touching. And for this, take this needle nose, pinch down on it like that. Got my solder, whatever you call it. I'm going to just kind of place it here because I don't know. This works. And I am going to heat up that right there. I'm just going to run it into the solder. Just kind of heat it up. Just like that. Burn yourself. Too. Alright, that's done. We can unplug that. Let it cool. Come back to the other side. That's probably already cooled a little bit. Take your little wire snippers and cut off that excess. Yeah, and take your heat shrink and pull it over. Like that. We'll get the heat gun. Alright, 3 bill kit's done. Alright, back with the woofer. We're gonna take this old fourth coil out. So get your drill and Allen head. There's about 8 of them. It looks to be all of them. Alright. The next part. Hammer and a screwdriver. And we're just going to try and just pop our way under here. There you go. Done with the hammer. Walk it around with some screwdrivers. That's it. Alright. Alright, immediately after that, get some masking tape. After that, get some good masking tape. Cover this up. Okay. Next, you're going to take a razor blade. You're going to get this off as best as you can. Okay, there you go. We got a little fuzz left over, but we're going to take care of that. That's all there is to it. Alright, from here, we're using our drill and this little wire brush attachment. Probably getting it Harbor Freight for nothing. Clamp your feet around it. We don't want to... You can go to the metal, but it's not really necessary. Alright. We just brush around that spider. Usually comes off pretty clean though. Alright. That's a wrap for that. Now I'm going to take some compressed air and blow it off. And theoretically we should be able to put it back together. Alright, back on the table, clean, smooth, you know, as good as you're going to get. Now we can take the tape off. You know, always make sure like none of those wire pieces of that brush come off and are hanging out in there. We blow that out for good measure. Got a little rag with some alcohol on it. Just gonna Work it down. Dry pretty quick. Alright, here comes the fun part. Recone, shim. Sometimes I include paper that, you know, looks like this except bigger, and you can use that. But I'm fortunate in having a few of these. We know where our terminals are going, so we need to line up, you know, our wires where they're coming back. And you want to just shove these wires back up in there for a second, because we want to look. We want to see. Oh yeah, it's going to go back together good. Okay, pull that out. Hang on tight, be right back. Alright, the rebuild kit came with some new Allen bolts, so I guess we'll use those. You can use the old ones, that's no problem. Alright, we're going to lay some glue down. This is where point of no return goes. I'm going to just lay down a decently generous bead, and I'm going to skip those holes because I want to be able to see before I start tightening anything down, make sure everything's going to misalign. Hit it. A little extra here and there, but it should be pretty thick. Alright, going back in. Okay, we just set it down easy. You make sure you can at least see a hole. Alright, everything feels pretty good. Alright, now I would highly suggest that you only use the drill to just start the bolts. Don't finish off with the drill. And I'm just going to stick one in there. And we're going to just it bit. Oh. And in general, we just go in a circle. It's not like a wheel where you have to alternate plug nuts. Just in. Two more. And we're back to where we started. With from there, I'm going to take the little Allen bit off. And I'm going to switch to a little ratchet HiQ. Yep. Alright. And we're just going to set these down flush. And that's it. Now, we just be real careful with it. From here we put the terminals back on. Red on the left, black on the right. Here we go. That. We go with this. And a little locking nut washer. Enable this as best as we can. And you gotta put these back on before you glue this around down. So let's just get them started. I'm gonna secure this. Get my ratchets on. Just put something in there. Down. More. Next side. Alright, that's that. Give me a second. It's just to make sure you're gonna check the impedance. 2.1. We're good. Alright, so the spider's got all its bolts, the terminals are on, the reed's 2 ohms in each coil. Shim's still in, keep it in. Now we're going to do this around. I'll get y'all up here. So. Nothing to it. You can lay it on as fat as you want it. It's going to spread out. Back where we started. Alright. Kind of massage it a little bit. Oh yeah, plenty of blue. This is the blue I use, I don't know, from Springfield Speaker. Although, I think this is just an old bottle, and we just get it off of eBay. Whatever, it's black stuff. Use it for the spider. Surround. Use it for the dust cap too when that comes into play. But generally all you do for that is put a piece of tape on it. That way you can just kind of put your bead of glue right here. Put some tape on it. And you can hold it and lay it down. Then once you kind of make sure it's pretty well spread, just come in with some chip clips, binder clips. I have thousands. And last thing to do is pull that out and make sure that logo's facing the right way so we can line up the dust cap to face the right way. But yeah, just let that set for about 24 hours and we'll get to the dust cap later. But generally, that's it. That's a wrap. It's all done.